Hold My Drink with Charlene and Ellie, a GoLoud original podcast, proudly supported by Primark, the ultimate high street destination with everything for your perfect summer.
For me, I've never linked nudity to like self-respect.
Okay.
Like it's never something I've linked together.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, why I'm only not doing it because society tells me I shouldn't do it. And that's not what I stand for, so I'm going to do it. I think since starting OF, obviously you don't have like any sort of reputation to uphold. Like you can just 100% be yourself when you do OF. From as young as I can remember, I was searching BBLs.
So welcome back to this week's episode of How My Drink with Charlene and Ellie, which is kindly sponsored by Primark, the ultimate high street destination that has everything to get us girls and guys through the perfect summer. Hashtag Love the Feeling is their latest summer campaign that makes you want to snap up your summer must-haves and be sunshine ready at all times.
When you're looking to update your everyday staples, you'll always find the perfect outfit in Primark. However, peak summer season 2022 is upon us, and let's face it, there's nothing like that last-minute Primark dash to get you in the hot girl summer vibe.
We were nearly going to have to do the dash on the live show day for a pair of hot pants.
Pair of hot pants, yep.
And they were obviously from Penny's, and they were going to send a taxi to my house
To collect.
and my friend brought them in the end, thank God. But they were also like, we can go to Penny's for you if you want.
Yeah. Perfection, isn't it? I'm dying to start doing my my like autumny kind of dashes. I'm ready for that time of year now.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, I'm ready.
I have no space for
Summer's gone. Bye.
No.
I'm
Crop
ready.
tops for life.
Yeah.
So this season it's all about eye-popping brights and standout lemon prints to glam up your wardrobe. So whether you've got a one-way ticket to your dream destination booked or you're planning to let your hair down at the local festival this summer, Primark will satisfy all your styling needs with plenty of fun and affordable options. Dressing to impress has never been easier. Summer 2022, it's time to hashtag Love the Feeling with Primark.
You can head to your local Primark store now to pick up everything from summer sandals, the hottest cohorts and all the festival and swimwear pieces that you need. You can also log on to www.primark.com to check out all their summer pieces before heading into the store.
And also their gorgeous autumn bits.
Yes.
I do love, like, in fairness, I do like looking at autumn clothes.
I just love all the layering and like the...
The tone.
Yeah.
I think
All
it's
the
because I love
neutral
bright
tone.
colours so much
Yeah.
that I get
No,
sad.
I'm like beige, nude, black, white.
You're ready?
Yeah.
You're ready.
Today's episode,
Yeah.
we had a very special guest on.
Very, very, very special guest.
Yeah, somebody who's very interesting, I think.
Oh, and lovely.
Very lovely.
Such a nice guy. But I can just tell by someone online if they're going to be nice. Like,
Yeah.
they're just nude. And like we've always texted now. Just like, I love her. I love her already.
No, really, really nice. So we
Yeah.
had Kneevo on the podcast today,
Yeah.
chatting all things OnlyFans,
TikTok.
life
Surgery.
in Turkey, surgery.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we were talking for ages. We're actually
Getting all the goss. And she also helped us out with our secrets from the stalls.
very good at advice. She was
Very good.
better than us.
Listen,
Yeah.
you start taking advice off Kneevo.
I like having guests because it breaks up from time to time of like getting an outsider's perspective on things. And like,
Yeah.
I think we learn a lot from guests as well.
Yeah. It's nice to see an insight into their life, like learning things that they wouldn't necessarily, not that they wouldn't share online, but like meeting them in person and having them in here as well. You get such a good perspective on people.
Yeah, and I think people listening, if they mightn't know her well, or like when you see in videos, you get to know different layers.
Yeah. You can only learn so much about somebody through a screen on a phone. So I think podcast even as well, even from our point of view.
Yeah,
People have said that about us. Like it's a completely different outlook on how we come across.
yeah,
Definitely more personal. So
which is nice.
we hope you've all enjoyed it.
And we talked about the live show as well.
The best night of our life.
Best, I'm not even joking. Is that weird? To say?
I don't know if anything will top that.
No, even my wedding day.
Yeah.
Sorry to my future husband. We talked about Ellie's tampon story.
Yep.
She told at the live show.
Yes.
How was it getting a reaction at live time?
So good.
So good.
Yeah. I feel like I could tell it more.
Yeah,
Kind of.
you can kind of.
I was waiting to see how people would react to it. But
Yeah.
I gave you all a little insight into that tampon story.
We done our dilemmas, secrets and stalls with Kneevo, and then we done our sip or skip and germ word of the week as well.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoy.
Okay.
So welcome back to How I Drink.
Hello, everybody.
We
How we all
had
doing?
a live show.
Oh my god, where do we even begin?
Oh my god.
Seriously,
I don't know.
it was outrageous.
It was a ball.
It was an absolute ball. I think it definitely exceeded any imagination that we had of it, like, or any thought that we had of it.
Completely.
Yeah.
I was just like all weekend, just like this,
was
like a
just giddy.
Cheshire cat.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy, like
Just so
it's
giddy
so-
watching everyone's TikToks and Instagram stories,
Yeah.
and posts and
Yeah.
everything.
and seeing that people enjoyed it, and
Yeah.
like
People making like little mini vlogs of their day coming to the show.
and seeing people travel up on the
My heart.
train.
I know. So thank you so much to everybody who did come.
Yeah,
We-
they've spent time with us. Like,
Yeah, we had probably one of the best nights of our lives.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, they're up there.
Definitely.
Probably the best.
Yeah, and we just hope that you all enjoyed it as well and it
Yeah.
lived up to all the expectations that you thought.
And we're gonna do it again very soon.
Very soon.
We actually have it a live show at the Electric Picnic.
We
this
do.
weekend.
Yep.
Live podcast. So that
Live
will
podcast.
be Saturday evening time.
6 p.m. I think it is.
Is it 6 p.m?
Yeah, around that time.
So we'll be doing a live pod there if any of you are there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not too drunk,
Yeah,
in your
you can
tents.
Come and chill and get yourself prepared for the night and we'll just chat to you.
So we can have a little pre-drink.
Yeah,
That's a nice time.
The pre-drink podcast.
Although you kind of drink all day, so don't get too drunk, but just come see us and
Yeah.
then
and then
get drunk.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
you can go and get drunk.
We can all do sip or skip together.
We'll do it all.
Yeah,
We
I'm
will.
excited. But yeah, the live show was just insane.
Oh. What
You
else did I
didn't-
do over the weekend? Oh, I went to a christening then.
You did.
But even at that, like, I was just thinking of the podcast the whole time.
I was just on I can't even describe the feeling I had.
I still haven't properly gone through like my pictures and my videos and stuff
Yeah,
because there's just so many of them. But I need to go through them all and make like a little reel or
yeah,
something. And
yeah.
yeah,
I feel like that's the first time I felt like that happy in a long time.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think it just felt like such like a little safe community of
Yeah.
everyone who was there.
yeah, yeah.
It really did.
It was very wholesome.
Yeah,
Loved it.
loved it.
Oh, I was just so I'm just in. Actually, no, I'm kind of in the height of it today, but but on the weekend I was just on a winner. Like
Yeah,
I just felt like I don't know.
I can't describe it.
No.
So and having our families there and all.
Yeah, and getting to do it 2 nights. Like I was so happy that after the second night was over, we got to do it again tonight.
Yeah,
Felt like a wedding.
yeah. I think if we did the first night and only the first night, we'd be like, oh,
Oh, we'd be so sad.
yeah.
I am sad,
Sound-
but it's also there's gonna be one very soon.
Yes, as soon as I finished, we were like, can we go again?
Yeah,
That was so fun.
and it'll be this side of Christmas.
Yes.
We can nearly guarantee. So
Yeah.
yeah, and hopefully he's gonna get tickets this time because I know a lot of people missed out last time,
Mm.
and we're looking for them. And like even seeing that people are still looking for them that night and all, like it's
That day, people were still looking
Yeah.
for them.
insane. Anything mad to tell from it? We obviously had Sean on,
Lunatic.
Sean Phipps, who's our friend.
Our favourite lunatic, I mean.
We had.
Yeah, I'm just like lunatic.
He's-
No,
yeah.
our favourite
He was
lunatic.
a bag of nerves going on.
Oh, the fella was having panic attacks, crying. He was so nervous. He was shaking at one
But
stage.
you wouldn't
now.
even know. I was like, liar, actress.
Yeah, liar
Got it.
actress.
God, if I go.
The fella came on and stole the show.
He was. He came on running onto the
Yep.
stage, dancing like
He was very funny.
insane.
Reading the iPad and all, and he was like, oh, that's very small. Can't read that. Or he was like, oh, that's very long. I'm not reading all that either.
And he was like, I can't hear what you're saying. I
what?
was like, oh.
And we had Jack Keating on.
Yeah.
The nicest fella ever. He was
Lovely.
so sweet. I felt like my dad was pure starstruck to meet him.
Really?
My dad loves Love Island, so he was watching it. And all.
Oh,
So I was like, Jack, I have to introduce my dad. My dad
Yeah.
love you. And he's like, right, fuck it, come on. And my
He
dad
gave
was
us
like,
all the
oh,
go.
fair play to you, man, fair play.
Oh no,
You
stop.
did great. I was like, oh. But yeah, Jack gave us all the goss.
Yeah.
Love Island.
I think it's mad to hear all the behind the
I
scenes.
know, yeah.
You forget that it's like a show. Like
Literally
it's
a TV
structured, like,
show,
yeah.
There's so much structure behind it.
he was saying that like they're not allowed when the boys get separated from the girls in Castlemore that like they're not allowed to talk about girls, right? And they have to talk about just life, which is mad.
Fuck's sake.
Like you literally just have to talk about shit.
I think he secretly loved the Ronan Keating songs.
He
did. He was like, no, you aren't playing that, are you? We were like, yeah,
We were like,
we have
life
to.
is a roller coaster, you just gotta ride it. Oh,
He was like, oh no. And we were like, right, do you want to change it? Will we change it? Then
He's like, no,
actually,
no,
it's
no.
grand, fuck it. But yeah.
and then the
Jack
first
was
night
a
we
ball.
had Blonde
We did. The Murphys.
and Protein Boar,
Oh,
James Doyle.
he is so funny.
He's fucking hilarious.
I actually ended up out with him on Wednesday night.
Oh, you did?
We did. We
Yeah,
went
yeah,
to
yeah.
Flannery's. And James was there and he was just being hounded out.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like people on TikTok is because on TikTok you don't necessarily have to be following someone to know who they are because
Yeah.
they always come from your For You page.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
people
Oh,
like
James is on everyone.
everyone
like,
would know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So funny.
But he was hilarious.
On Wednesday night, my social battery was gone, so I had to go home. And I was like, all I want to do is go to bed, watch TikTok and eat sushi, and that's exactly what I did.
No, I stayed out till 4:30 in the morning like an absolute gobshite. Missed
Hey,
my
you
hair
weren't
appointment.
hungover?
No, I wasn't hungover.
No.
Missed my hair. I think I just have built up a tolerance now. I just don't really get hungover
Yeah.
anymore.
That's do you know what? If you don't drink for ages, then when you drink, you get such a bad hangover.
Yeah.
If you keep going, you just don't get
It's
it.
terrible.
Not recommending.
That's terrible. And then Blonde Avine were obviously chatting all about Be a Bell
Mhm.
thing. And
Yeah.
life,
Fab.
working
Love.
together as sisters. Love.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to think who we're going to get on for the next live show.
I know, yeah. Let us know recommendations
Yeah.
of people.
Because you probably need to start asking, even if we don't have a day,
Yeah, of course.
just to gauge interest.
Yeah, and give people time.
Do you think we brought on people that people wouldn't expect?
Definitely.
I think that's what made it
Yeah,
so good.
yeah.
Do you know? Because it wasn't like,
We'll bring our exes on the next
Ooh.
let's skip that idea.
Well, your ex would definitely attend.
Fuck off.
He would.
Imagine.
I don't think one of mine would agree.
Would you?
Maybe one of the older ones.
Never.
Imagine. So why were you a dickhead?
Why did you do what you do?
I seen a podcast before and I told you before that they brought in their biggest troll. And they had it was a really nice conversation.
I would hate that.
Would you?
Yeah. I would see. I wouldn't want to give them the time of day.
Yeah, but I felt
It'd be an interesting conversation, but I also wouldn't want to give them the satisfaction of doing that. Like,
Yeah. I think it made me feel like, it gave me a nicer look at trolls and stuff because I was like, they are really just sad in themselves.
yeah,
I know you shouldn't feel bad.
take it out on other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was like, my life was going really bad, and I was like, I'm just too empathetic. I just feel bad for everyone.
but then I'm like, that's not.
Someone could stab me, and I'd be like, sorry.
Yeah. It's not an excuse to be an arsehole.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's live shows. And then you were at Kristen.
I was.
Were you hungover yesterday? No.
Not really.
No.
Went to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's not that bad.
Was up at 12.
What? That's not that bad.
Grand. Went to Texaco and got everything that I could get from the deli.
I'm not a deli girl when I'm hungover.
You don't like chicken fillet rolls?
I'm not a deli girl in the best of days, actually.
No. Chicken fillet rolls, chicken balls, sausage rolls, sausages. Spent €45 on shite in Texaco.
On the deli.
Yeah, and brought all. Oh, well, I got
Right.
crisps and drinks and shit.
Hash browns?
No. Brought it all home and started rewatching The Haunting of the Hill House.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh, it's really good.
Oh.
Yeah, very good.
I don't really watch things like...
Series.
I got
man.
telly. Well, I got a new telly yesterday.
Oh, did you get
My
one?
dad placed it on the wall, yeah.
Is it on the wall?
Yeah.
Love.
And I was in bed last night,
Watching your
Just
telly.
like-
Oh, that was like me. I only got a telly last year, I think, for the first time in my life.
Yeah, I only got 2 years. Well, the one broke
Yeah.
that I had 2 years ago, and then I got the new.
I was only like 24 or 25 getting a telly.
Yeah, yeah.
And the girls would always be like, how have you never
Yeah.
had a telly in your room? I'm like, I just never did. I don't know.
Dad always like to me, "What do you fucking do in your room?" I was like, "I just
Sit on my phone, like, and
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah.
Yeah. I never did,
Well.
but I'll never forget the first night I got the telly in the room. I was like,
no."
I felt like I was in a cinema.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wowie,
It was amazing.
I just felt like is there a better feeling than just getting into a clean? My room was spotless clean.
Is it?
Yeah, it's amazing. Like
I'd be
it's
proud of
top
it.
of the. I even sorted through my makeup, got rid of loads.
Yeah, I'm going home to do all that.
And I'm like, why didn't I always live like this? Like,
Mm.
I'm not going back to how my room was
No.
ever again.
No.
Disgrace.
Disgrace.
Charlie went for a year, disgrace. But there's no better feeling than just getting into bed and just sitting there.
Yeah, and it's
Like
the duvet all
you just
around
feel
you.
so happy.
Yeah.
Like
You just
was-
lie there like that. Watching
yeah,
it.
I was watching Seven. Yeah, I was literally. Like, and I loved bed to myself. Like
Oh yeah.
I don't like other people staying in my bed. Like if I
Mm-mm.
was with someone, I'm like, oh, can we get a separate room?
Yeah.
I just was so happy.
Get out, like.
Yeah, that was nice. And then Saturday, I just stayed in bed all day. I didn't do one thing either.
You needed
Needed,
that though.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely needed.
Yeah.
So the next part is wait till I tell you that we have. So wait till I tell you for anybody who doesn't know or is a little bit unfamiliar. It's just a segment that we have in the podcast basically where we tell a random stupid story that's happened from our life. Something that you'd write into the podcast, into the WhatsApp group, telling the guys or the gals
Yeah.
about. So this week I'm gonna do it. Ellie's gonna do it.
Mhm.
But I'm just gonna tell the story that I told at the live show.
Because you deserve. If you missed the live show,
If
you
you
have
missed
to
the
hear
live
this story.
show, you can hear this story.
Yeah.
Somebody actually recorded it on TikTok at the start of it.
Oh,
And I saw it.
oh!
I saw me telling it and I was like, oh.
Oh my god!
I was doing the motions of, very bad. Anyway. So basically we were chatting about like the maddest things that you've kind of done for a fella's attention or like,
Yeah.
stupidest things, weirdest things,
Yeah.
basically. So my
Most
story,
crazy thing.
Yeah, my story. I'll try and shorten it down because I think I told it for too long the other night, and it was very.
No, it was good.
Well,
But for a show, you have to drag it out.
Yeah,
don't you?
I had to drag it out for the time. But basically, a few years ago, I had a boyfriend, and we broke up in May, June, around that time. But it was his 21st in October. But we still hung around with the same friends, so we were always still together, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then his 21st rolled around, and I was madly, deeply in love with him. Like, literally saw my whole life with this man. And do you know what? And I still say to this day, he adored the ground I walked on. He was actually really, really
So he broke up with you? No.
Yeah, I think he
He
broke
did,
with me,
yeah.
actually, did he? I can't actually remember what went on. It wasn't that long of a relationship, but
No.
he was actually really, really nice to me. Yeah, anyway, I was still madly, deeply in love with him.
And he loved you.
And yeah, well, he didn't fucking at the time. He fell out of love very quickly. While we were together, he did.
Okay,
Yeah. But yeah, his 21st rolled around, and I was like, oh my God, perfect timing. I'm going to be his 21st kiss. It's going to be so cute. And I can't remember if I was actually invited to the 21st or not. I don't actually think I was. I think,
But they were kind of open invites back then.
Yeah.
You don't really need to get
like, all my friends were going, so I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going. Like,
Yeah.
we still hung around together, so I was like, I'm obviously going to go. And I went, what did I do? I remember like going out buying a brand new dress, like making sure I looked gorgeous. Went to the 21st, and like even all his friends were like, oh, Ellie, the 21st kiss, are you going to get in on that? Like, and I was like, I hope. Little me, I was like, I hope I do. But that was shut down very quickly. It was literally, like, no, I think his mom was his 21st kiss, or his sister or something.
Oh.
I was like, okay, no.
You're like,
I
no,
didn't even go up.
No, I
Didn't
wouldn't.
even go up. So I think that kind of started me off. And then I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to get absolutely twisted. So I did, got absolutely twisted. There was a fight after the nightclub out on the road, and I was trying to be Barry Big Balls and tried to separate a fight. Why am I that weird drunk person who
Anthony Joshua.
who thinks she can do it? It was two men. And I can't remember. I don't know, I remember being involved in a fight, but like I don't think that actually happened to me. Like I didn't get hit or anything.
Yeah.
But I think I fell. I ended up on the ground at some stage.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I probably threw myself on the ground. You absolute hypochondriac. But anyway, threw myself on the ground. Something happened. Flung myself on the ground. Something happened that I ended up on the ground, and then I ended up lying on a wall outside the Red Cow.
Horizontally, like.
Yeah, I was like lying on the wall. Why did I turn into Kevin Hart telling the story the other night? And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, anyway, I was lying on the wall with I hurt my ankle. And I was like, right, I'm going to get his attention now. I'm going to call an ambulance. So yeah, I basically called an ambulance on myself. Or I think I made somebody do it for me. I couldn't see. I don't know. Made someone call an ambulance. Got in an ambulance. I thought like when he'd see me in an ambulance, it'd be like something out of a movie, and he'd get in the back of it with me, and we'd go and spend the rest of our lives together.
Yeah.
Oh, he waved that ambulance off like,
oh.
like bye, bitch. I don't even think he texted me. Did he?
I say he knew exactly what you're up to.
Yeah, I'd say he's like, this swindler thinks she's going to get me back by calling an ambulance on herself.
You
I
probably
wonder
thought,
does he-
you probably thought he'd visit you in hospital. Big
Yeah,
bunch of flowers, like.
Thought we were going to get back together. No. I wonder, does he know that this story is about him? I wonder if anybody listening knows who it's about.
Do I know which one?
No.
Was it a long relationship?
No.
Oh, I don't even know then.
No, I don't know if
No.
anybody. I don't know if anybody knows now. Like I don't know.
Your friends, I know.
Yeah, my girls don't know. But went to the hospital with my best friend Taylor, who lived in Ireland at the time. She lives in Canada now. But she brought me and stayed with me, stayed by my side, like a best friend should. But I unfortunately had my period at the time. The boys are actually recording us today. They're helping produce, so they're going to be disgusted. Sorry, lads. Had my period. Couldn't figure out how to change my own tampon, obviously, because I was so drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Had to get Taylor to spread my legs on a toilet seat in Tala Hospital. Take my dirty tampon out of my vagina and put a new one in my vagina. Oh, come here, still.
You're like, we can never not be friends.
No, yeah, Taylor, you're stuck to me now for the rest of your life. I was literally like, if that's not a friend, I don't know what is.
No.
But yeah, I just ended up in like not a cast. I wanted a cast, didn't get one.
Oh yeah.
I just ended up in like a compression sock or something, and I don't think I ever paid that bill actually.
Oh. Tell hospital coming after you.
I don't know. I must have now because there'd be debt collectors. But I remember
Yeah.
getting letters in the door for a while after, and I was like,
I think it's only like 100.
it's €100 or 150 or something. But
that, yeah.
me thinking I was a pure grown adult at the age of 20, I was like, I'm a taxpayer. My money should pay for that.
Oh.
That's not very good,
doesn't.
isn't it? No, it definitely doesn't. You're definitely still meant to fucking pay your A&E bills.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, I think my mum made me pay it after a
Yeah.
while. But yeah, that's the story of the most ridiculous thing I ever did for a man.
That's funny.
It's a
I would
joke.
do that.
Would you?
I
Yeah.
still probably would do that.
Mm.
Like.
It didn't work though. Nobody take my advice.
But it could have worked.
But it didn't. I
If
was
you
so
should have like
sad.
had like blood on it or something, maybe then he would have took it seriously.
No, I remember putting up Snapchat pictures of my foot and all in the bed, and he was just completely ignoring them all. I
See
was
them
like,
though, like.
like
Love
hello, yeah.
The things we do though
Honestly,
to get men back or just to get their attention, like,
it's a joke.
and they don't even appreciate.
No, don't care.
So German Word of the Week is up next. We actually done German Word of the Week live at the live show,
We did.
and we got people to help us, and
It
they
was
came up
deadly.
and helped figure out the words, and they won pennies vouchers.
Woo!
So they'll be sent to us ASAP.
Mhm.
But for this week's German Word of the Week, I love the little. They had the little
A German
music
man.
all playing. Yeah. Let me think now. Okay.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. This week's German Word of the Week is Armband.
Armband.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, not armband. No.
How do you say it again?
Armband.
Armband.
Armband. Yeah.
Armband.
But like, you're kind of right, but also no. Like,
Band arm. Band-aid. Plaster.
no. Let me make sure I have it right. I do. No, I
Oh,
do.
God.
I just kind of just doubt myself sometimes. Oh yeah, I have it. Armband. Yeah. It's spelled ARMBAND.
Armband.
Armband. Yeah.
Is it in the room?
Think of it literally like.
Yeah, armband.
What's that like?
A watch.
No.
Sock.
No. Think of it literally.
An arm. Band.
Oh, really? How are you not getting this?
A plaster.
No. No. Think, what do you wear on your arm?
Clothes.
No. Apart from a watch.
A bracelet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Armband.
Oh, God, German is really literal.
Sometimes
isn't
it can
a
be.
band on your arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bracelet.
Yeah.
So that's bracelet. Armband.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that one.
That's
I'd
it.
remember that one now.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
If you're ever looking for a nice armband.
A nice German man to buy me a nice armband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any German man, listen.
Yeah.
Don't know if I'd want to be a German man.
Why?
I don't know.
No.
Actually, I don't know why I even said that. I just never met a nice one. Actually, I did. I done an
Let's go back
exchange.
over.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. But I done an exchange month in Germany when I was like 16. There's a fella I fancied the whole time. It was like the night before I was leaving. And I really wanted to kiss him, but like he never made a move, and like I never made a move, which is unlike me. But he was leaving for the train after the party, and the girls were like, just go after him. So I just ran up to him at the train station and just planted him.
Like
No, it was.
Did he
Best
kiss
night of
you
my
back?
Yeah, he did. Like
Yeah.
it was nice. That was it.
Did you have him on Instagram, right?
No, I might have used it. He's not great now. Like,
No.
but back then I would have fancied him. Like,
Yeah.
but no.
Oh,
Look cute.
cute.
Sometimes. I don't know if I like the language barrier with someone. I wonder what that's like. I've never done it, but like,
Yeah.
would that be weird? Like,
I don't know. I always wonder, like, would your humour come across the same?
or can you express yourself the same?
Yeah.
Because I'm able to tell you how I feel about you if I'm talking English, but like,
Yeah.
if they're talking to a different language, is it gonna sound
Does
as
it come
nice?
across- I wouldn't. I
Yeah.
wonder. I don't know.
Someone let us know if anyone has a boyfriend or girlfriend who's different language and
Yeah.
doesn't really speak English properly.
I'd get them to teach me all the time, though.
Yeah. Well, my dad's is Irish. My mum's German. He knows not a word of German. He tried to go to lessons and he quit.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
shit.
not great at like all that stuff. So this week's podcast, like we said, we have the amazing Kneevo
Yes.
on the pod. So Neve, welcome to Have My Drink.
Name. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm good. How are you?
Are you excited to be here? You nervous? How
Yeah,
you
nervous.
feeling? Are you?
Very nervous.
Oh.
You were saying, but it's not your
Don't.
first time on a podcast. You've done podcasts before.
But the first one in ages, so
Okay.
go easy on me.
Don't be silly.
So you're currently in Ireland, but
Yeah.
you're not usually based in Ireland.
No, usually in Turkey.
In
I have
Turkey.
a house in Turkey. So I come back to Ireland. I'd say I spend about 6 months out of a year in Ireland though.
You just go
in
back
total.
and
Like,
forth,
just
do
back
you?
and forth
Yeah.
whenever I kind of feel
Yeah.
like seeing my family and friends, and then I'll go back to Turkey to tan.
Yeah, literally. Tan.
Good time. And what would you say is your occupation? Like, what if someone was to ask you or about yourself? How would you introduce yourself to someone?
So if it's a stranger, usually I just
TikTok.
usually I just say, oh, I do social media. But like if it's someone that I know or I'm comfortable with, I'm like, yeah, I do OnlyFans. Like, I don't really know. Lots of girls have different ways of
Explaining
explaining it. Some girls say I do sex work. Other girls say I'm like a model.
Yeah.
For me, I just say OnlyFans. Like,
Yeah, because everyone knows what it is now
everyone
anyway.
knows what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
So a lot of people know you as Kneevo, obviously, on TikTok.
Do people think that's actually your real name?
Yeah.
Do
they?
They think my name is like
With a K.
Neve, Kneeve. And I always have to correct them and be like, no, it's Neve. Like my name is just Neve.
Yeah.
Someone commented on a video before being like, imagine naming your child Kneevo. It's like,
Come on.
Imagine
now.
being that stupid. Like,
like my name is not Kneevo.
No, but everybody knows you as Neve.
Everyone knows me as Kneevo.
How did
yeah.
you come up with Neve? Like, why?
So growing up, my nickname was always Nevey. And then as a teenager, it changed to Kneevo. And then
And was it always spelled like that with the K?
No,
No.
Niamho. But then my original name on TikTok was like Kneevo Connor 97.
yeah.
And I was like, this is so unoriginal. And I watched a video by Shauna the Sheep actually. And she was like, if you want to do social media, you need to pick a name that people are going to remember. Like that's
That's
easy
so
to
true.
roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
So I put up on my Instagram being like, any suggestions? And someone said Kneev. And I was just like, no, Kneevo. And that's it. So it wasn't even me that made the name. One of my followers made it.
And what made you start on TikTok?
I put up one video about my veneers and it went viral. And I gained
Was it like your first video?
Yeah, very first video.
Wow.
It went viral. It got a couple of million views. And then I just gained like 10k followers overnight. And you know, at the beginning, it's like, oh my God, like getting all these likes.
Yeah.
So it was literally just that. And then obviously it became more and more and more. But I never actually wanted to do social media growing up. No, never. It was never something that I wanted to do. I think it was just something that kind of fell into my hands.
Yeah.
Like it was an opportunity, so I
Because
took it.
you still worked while you were on social media, didn't you? You
Yeah.
still had your like full-time job.
Yeah, I worked in a financial company and I worked there even when I started OnlyFans for like 3 months. I didn't stop that until
Wow.
about 3 months into OnlyFans. So yeah.
Was that kind of when you realised I can leave this, I don't kind of have to do this? Or did you leave it just because...
I left it because I felt like I was always like one of the higher performers in that job and I felt like I was just not doing as well as I'd usually do because I wasn't able to
Put the time into
Yeah.
it.
I wasn't able to proproperly like,
Okay.
you know, my time or whatever. So
course.
that's the reason I left.
My God. I saw a
was
video
gonna say-
actually last night of you saying you're not a Dublin girl. Do everybody think you're from Dublin? Does everybody think you're from Dublin? Sorry.
Everyone thinks they all say that I sound like I'm from South Dublin, but I'm not. I'm from
It's Drogheda, isn't it? Yeah.
Drogheda, yeah. I think they're so used to that stereotypical Drogheda accent. You know the way like Dublin has a specific accent that
Yeah.
everybody says that's Dublin?
Yeah.
Drogheda has like a real towny accent. And if you don't have that accent, they don't
No, you're from there,
Yeah,
kind of.
people wouldn't know you're from there. But Drogheda has like culture accents and everything.
Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't
Drogheda.
think South Dublin.
No?
No.
I think Dublin.
Do you think? Would you think
I think
Dublin?
Dublin.
No, I can
Yeah,
hear. I hear a twang.
See, all my friends are from Dublin.
Yeah, I think you've
So-
lost it a little bit.
Yeah.
From when you first maybe
When
started.
you
a
start
little
hanging
bit.
around with a lot of people, I think sometimes you're
Yeah.
You pick up on it.
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
you?
of course you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. So after your veneer video, what kind of what were you doing after that then?
After that, I kind of was just doing rants, to be honest. You know me, girls. Like, I was just going on and talking
Loves
about.
to rant.
I done a lot of Irish history videos, actually. I done a lot of
did
videos
you?
surrounding Irish history, yeah,
No
which
way.
is funny.
Are you really into that? Like,
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
anything to do with like history or politics. So I made a lot of videos that were political or on history. And then I just started kind of doing what everyone else was doing.
Yeah.
But I
Trends
hated
and
it.
stuff. Yeah.
I hated it and I started hating social media. And then obviously I started OnlyFans. So then I changed completely my social media. But I used to just do kind of history, politics, dancing and ranting about things.
Stuff that you knew people would kind of latch on to.
Interactive,
Yeah. But that's,
exactly.
I think that's the way you need to think of things now, is anything you put out there either needs to have some sort of attention, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the way.
And like, you see what does well and do more of that.
Yeah,
Because if everyone's doing the
exactly.
same thing, it's only going to get a certain amount of reaction. Like, just if you try mold yourself into someone else, it never
Exactly.
works.
No,
Exactly.
You're just not being yourself. Like, but growing up, you're saying you didn't want to do social media at all. What would have been like your dream job?
Growing up, I had a couple of dream jobs, but one that I always wanted to do was midwifery. And then I didn't get enough points my leaving to do midwifery. So my plan was to do it as a mature student. But then obviously now with this, I'll never do midwifery. But it's still something that if I could ever do it, I'd love to do
That
it.
was
because
exactly
it's
where you'd
interest.
go, kind of.
Yeah.
Wow.
So OnlyFans was never on.
No, well, in saying
But it's only
that-
kind of new anyway, isn't it? It's not.
in saying that, I told my dad, like, honest to God, my dad will tell you this. When I was 2 or 3 years old, I told my dad I wanted to be a Playboy bunny. And I was always obsessed with, like, you know,
You nearly had a stroke.
Well, he always said to me, I knew you were going to do something like this. 'Cause
Really?
Just my interest in it growing
Okay.
up. But it was never something I didn't understand that can be your job.
Right.
So I was never like, oh, I want to be a page 3 model when I grow up. It was
Okay.
just something that I used to kind of look at them women and be like, oh my God, that's
You'd be
so
drawn
cool.
to it kind of
I'd be drawn to it, yeah.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So how did
Sometimes it's
you,
just
how
in
did you
you.
decide one day to say, right, I'm making that OnlyFans account?
So I
Like,
had...
were people telling you to do it, or?
No, not even. I had
Yeah, it was
watched-
kind of, I feel like it was random.
It was so random.
Yeah.
Like so random. I had watched Julia and Tina for
Tina we had on the
ages.
podcast. Yeah.
I had followed them for ages. They were like the OGs, like they've done OF in Ireland.
Yeah.
I think there might be other girls, so don't get mad.
Yeah, no, they were. No, they definitely were.
But Julia and Tina are the two that I really remember. And I remember looking going, that's something that I could do. Like, I know I could do that.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have the confidence to think people would watch it. And then I guess when I gained a following, I started getting a lot of hate for living in a mobile home. I don't know if any of you remember that.
I remember
I
that.
do,
Yeah.
So bad. And I started thinking, right, I'm going viral for like all of the wrong reasons just because I live in a mobile home. This was before I was even annoying, really. But then I just said, you know what, this is like the perfect time. It was right when I was like in the middle of everybody slating me and slagging me. So I was like, I'm going to drop an OnlyFans.
The attention is here.
Yeah.
Like, they'll love that now.
So
yeah.
smart though.
Yeah.
Like,
So then it went like so viral. Like my OnlyFans went so viral because everyone was like laughing at me and pushing my name out there. Like
You're getting more and
laughing at
more
me.
money.
It was getting me more and more and more. So I just kind of used it as that as my way of being like, right, I'm just going to do it and I'm going to turn a negative situation into a positive.
yeah.
And that was it, really.
And how many, sorry, Charlene, how many subscribers or followers do you have on OnlyFans? Is that what are they subscribers?
Yeah, on
Right.
OnlyFans right now, I have like, I think my fan count's public. I think it's like 20,000. Yeah.
Wow.
So like I do really well on OnlyFans. I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
everybody for supporting me. Because I know there's so many girls as well that just sub just to support me.
Yeah. Like they
so-
wouldn't even watch, they're just like, bing,
Yeah, they just
support.
sub to support me. So
Yeah.
I'm really thankful for the amount of people that.
And do you remember the first thing that you posted on OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I don't know how OnlyFans works. Now, is it like pictures? Is it videos? Can you go full in?
Yeah.
Can you?
So I started like just being like, I'm just doing lingerie.
Lingerie.
You know?
That's how everyone starts.
Is that what they all say? Is
Yeah.
it?
And then you're like, where's my dildo?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I did like lingerie for like 2 days, and then I was like,
They
okay.
just pictures.
Yeah, just pictures,
Okay.
and like I think I done like a stripping video, like nothing major.
Okay.
Right.
And then I was like, here, fuck this. Like,
Fuck this.
I need
Really?
more.
Yeah.
So then I just went all in because I was kind of just like, for me, it just felt right. It felt like the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Felt natural for you, like.
Yeah, like some girls have issues with, like, and it's so understandable. They don't want to go that far or show that much. But for me, I've never linked nudity to like self-respect. Like it's never something
Love
I've
that.
linked together.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, why I'm only not doing it because society tells me I shouldn't do it. And that's not what I stand for, so I'm going to do it.
So you being naked or whatever online has nothing to do with you seeing how much self-respect you have.
Yeah.
You still have that, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two of
That's
them.
really
you
good
were not putting
mindset.
To
together.
me, self-respect is like doing something for you and not for other
Yeah.
people, and doing what makes you happy regardless of what
yeah.
other people say. I don't know why it's got into people's heads that has anything to do with nudity. We are born naked. Like
You're
we are
naked.
literally born naked.
Yeah. Vagina and a boob. Yeah.
And everybody has different morals for sure. Like some people morally they couldn't do it, but my morals aren't your morals.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
We all
No,
have
yeah.
different ones.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
How did your family react when you told them?
So good. I actually
Really good.
asked my mom. People are so shocked by this, but I went into my mom and dad before I started and I was like, hey, like I'm going to start OF.
Yeah.
And I told them what it was and they were like, cool. If it makes you
Stop.
happy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
really
so
nice.
close. My dad is like my best friend. I don't have the best relationship with my mom. Like none of my family do. But my dad is like a mom and dad all in one. So he's always had to deal with the girly stuff and stuff like that growing up. So they're separated as well. So yeah, I guess it was never even a thing to him. It was just like, do whatever makes you happy if that makes you happy. And like he did have a few people saying stuff to him, but he was just like, yeah, whatever. Like it's
I
at the end of the day,
love
she's 25. She can do what she wants.
Yeah. It's more than like, so your family were supportive, but then were people on TikTok? Did you get a lot of backlash on that?
A lot.
What
yeah.
was the transition like from being like a TikToker to OnlyFans?
It was rough.
Yeah.
Really
Really?
rough. Really, really rough. Like my pictures were obviously posted everywhere.
I was going to ask you that. Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah, so at the time when I started OnlyFans, revenge porn was not illegal in Ireland.
It was
What
not
year? You're
illegal.
right.
There
It
was
only
no law.
became.
You were allowed
You were allowed.
screenshot and share them everywhere.
Yeah.
Shit.
So that was really, really, really rough. Obviously, in terms of copyright, it was illegal, but
Okay.
like people don't care about copyright,
Yeah.
you know? So they were everywhere. Like they were literally uploaded to like really popular porn sites. Like it was so bad. But then I guess I kind of just learned that if you want to be in this industry, if this is the job that you want to do, you need to accept that. It shouldn't be
That's
that
just
way.
something you have to do.
Have a
Yeah.
thick skin
Yeah.
to it.
You
yeah.
have to accept it. You shouldn't go into something like OnlyFans if you are not prepared for every person in your life to see you naked. And that's
Really?
how I do
That's
it.
a good
every
mindset,
single
yeah.
person.
And if you're mentally prepared for that when it does happen, and if you do,
Yeah.
if you do hear of somebody seeing your stuff, you're like,
Yeah.
well, I knew this was going to happen.
You knew
It's not
this
Didn't
just
someone,
happen.
didn't someone send your brother? Remember that? Send your
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah,
That's
someone sent
tough.
my brother's stuff, but now thankfully he didn't see it because he knew what it was going to be.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
my dad obviously went in and turned off like all of his social media message requests and stuff like that. So I can't sit here and go, oh, that probably wasn't hard. Like it probably was hard for my brothers. Like I have a younger sister and two brothers. It probably was like there was a transitionary period where maybe it was hard for them. But like they're happy out now. Like they've been on holidays like 5 times this year.
Yeah.
They're
He was
like,
laughing now.
People say stuff to them now and they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, well, I just went to Florida. I just went to Turkey. Like they don't care.
Oh, that's so nice.
We're all so close. Like me and my siblings are so close that something like me doing OnlyFans would never put a rift in our relationship. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so obviously money wise then you're making a lot more now.
Yeah.
That you can do all that with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money kind of depends on how much effort I put into my
Does
social
it?
media. Like
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So
That's
kind
why-
of go up and down month to month.
that's why you always see me like doing things to like outrageous things to just try and annoy people because
Do you know
that's
what I
how
love when
earn money.
all the lives
Oh yeah.
and when you join other people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's
the
why.
fights, like all
And
that.
people take me so serious all the time. I'm like, guys, I'm trolling. Like, I'm actually just trolling.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
relax. Like, I'm not being serious. But yeah, it's based off how hard I work on my social medias.
And because you live in Turkey, do you get paid off TikTok?
No.
See the way in Ireland? No.
No.
See
They
the
don't
way
have that
Ireland-
either. It's creator fund, isn't
Is
it?
it?
Yeah.
Like,
We don't have that at all, don't we?
No,
No.
I don't use, so TikTok is based off your SIM card, but I use my Irish SIM card.
Because your videos
For-
wouldn't reach
Yeah,
Ireland
they wouldn't
otherwise.
reach Ireland if I used my Turkish SIM card, so it's pointless. So I just use
Yeah.
my Irish SIM card in my like phone that I use for
Yeah.
TikTok.
So
So
is your only source of income OnlyFans?
OnlyFans, yeah.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Because your TikTok keeps getting deleted.
Yeah, like,
all the time.
all the
I've seen
time.
so many of them.
All the time. Like, I think I've had about 70 TikToks. I had one with 1.2 million.
Oh.
For what?
What did you do?
Well, like I break the guidelines. So.
What were the guidelines like?
I just kind of make like, I don't actually do, well, no, sometimes I do pretty outrageous things, but most of the time I just use sounds or dress in a way that's quite provocative. So they just delete it. But I don't really care at this point. I'm like, I'm just going to keep coming back, keep deleting me.
Yeah.
Delete it and I'll
They've
still come
actually
back.
device banned me on one of my phones. So I can't even get on TikTok on one of my phones. I had to get a new phone just for TikTok.
Just to go on to it.
Yeah. So TikTok,
They were like, this bitch again, she's back. And you're like, hi, I'm here.
They're very strict though. Even if I ever sometimes have a bikini on, it gets blocked and all. I'm like,
But then men are topless. It's like so
Yeah.
annoying. It's
Well,
so annoying.
yeah. Or else someone is like, the videos get kept up or in underwear. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm wearing a bikini and it's
Yeah.
getting deleted.
Mm-hmm.
It's so annoying. Like, but obviously backlash in general from social media can be tough.
Mhm.
Was that like something you're like kind of immune to now?
Well, at the beginning, I went through a really hard phase on social media, like where it really affected my mental
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
And I took like 3 months off, and then I came back and I just started realizing I can capitalize. I can be upset about this and cry about this. I can't control what other people say about me. I know how I am. I know me. My friends and family know me. I can't control what these strangers say. So why not capitalize off it? Yeah. And ever since I started like using people's hatred and venom towards me as a way to make money, I could not care.
It takes the sting out of it then, because you're like, you just know you're making money.
I just sit there and check my bank account.
Yeah. I'm laughing. I'm like, you are falling right into my hands.
Yeah. And they're doing what you want them to do.
Yeah. And maybe in my head, that's my way of protecting myself from.
But it does. It takes the sting
We
out.
all have different ways of protecting ourselves.
Yeah.
That's like, we all deal with it differently. But
I guess with me, probably actually finding reasons to causing people to hate on me, saying things that people are gonna be annoyed at.
But
How do you find these things? Like, do you just sit down and be like, what can I say today? Like,
all of my friends help me.
Do they? You're like, what can we stir up today?
I swear, all of my friends help me. Like, there was one time I tweeted, right? This is so silly, but one of my friends was like, right, Neve, tweet murdering someone cause you're angry is not okay, right? With angry faces. That's so stupid. Like, obviously murdering someone cause you're angry is not okay. Yeah. But this tweet went like viral because everyone was like, she's so dumb. But like, I had tweeted that to purposely make them think I was dumb.
Yeah. What was the one about? It was like about 9 to 5 jobs. Oh, did you mean that one or did you actually?
No, I actually did not mean that one.
You
right?
didn't mean that.
So what happened was, obviously when you do OnlyFans, you're having people all the time being like, you've no self-respect.
Yeah.
So I meant to word it in a different way. I was angry and I didn't mean it in that way. I meant it towards people that say that to me. I didn't mean it towards everybody. Obviously, loads of people got angry at me, which is understandable, and took personally. Like,
did you tweet something?
Yeah, I can't even remember.
What was it? Do you remember?
It was something about
how can you say I don't
when you have
I don't have self-respect when you're like selling your body to capitalism for like €13 an hour, right? Okay. It was so badly worded. Like, it was really stupid thing for me to say. But it was just a reaction of like constant having people throwing shit at me. It was just a snap moment where I was like, I've had enough. I don't think that. I worked from 14 until I started OnlyFans. Like, of course I don't think that. My sister's a nurse, for God's sake. Like, obviously I don't think that, but you know, react. I just reacted in a bad way. That's probably the worst thing that I've ever said on the internet. But
Are you still on Twitter now?
Yeah, but I don't use it so much. I find it really toxic. Like,
I had to delete it.
I haven't on Twitter in about 10 years, I'd say.
I was getting
so
ripped
negative.
To shreds.
So nasty. I actually remember you, before I even did social media, I remember them. Remember you uploaded a picture?
Yeah, of Molly
I
May.
remember that, yeah.
And that went viral all the UK and Ireland.
And then you had the balloons or something.
Yeah.
And they were ripping you apart for that.
It was like they went through my whole Twitter and started ripping apart for everything.
They're just...
And my life has actually been so much better since deleting that app. Like, honestly, it was obviously a few years ago.
I just think they're piranhas on that.
Yeah,
but even
you can just say anything.
Yeah, and they latch on to anything. Yeah. Like, we're all young girls. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to say things wrong sometimes or do things wrong sometimes. They leave no leeway for like human error.
It's like they've been perfect their whole life. Yeah. And then when they come to you, you're like, are you?
Yeah, I know you're not perfect. No, like,
absolutely not. If you went through everybody's history on social media, you'd find something like
yeah, of course.
In their life, they'd say something like,
something to be cancelled over. Like,
yeah.
Have you been cancelled before? Or have they tried to cancel you?
They try and cancel me.
I'm still here.
They try and cancel me on a weekly. No, I would say now, right? I actually get so much love now on social media for the first time. I think people have just realised that a lot of the time I'm just playing a character. Like, a lot of the time, not even a character. It is a part of my personality, but it's one part that I over exaggerate for views to get OF subs. That's it. So I think people have kind of realized that, and I get like a lot of love now. Like, when people come for me on the internet, like, they're like,
people
they
are coming
end up
back.
getting it backfires because everyone's like, leave her alone. But at the beginning, like, it wasn't that way. So I'm really thankful now to have that.
It's grown into that. Do you think you've shown more of your personality online? Like, people can see who you are more?
Yeah, I think since starting OF, obviously you don't have like any sort of reputation to uphold. Like, you can just 100% be yourself when you do OF. Like, not that you can't with social media, but you know what I mean. Like, when you do OF, you're not, like, you can be a bad girl, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So since that, I feel like I've got to actually be myself and show my own personality. And I think people have seen that. And that's what's made them kind of warm up to me a little bit. Now, there's still a lot of people that don't like me. But at the end of the day, there's more that do. And that's all
I think during COVID as well, people were very more vicious.
Yeah.
So I feel like people have just laid off in general now, haven't they?
Exactly. And everyone was in such a bad mental state during COVID. And that translates to online.
We were only saying it in the car on the way in. We were like,
we used to get ripped.
We're looking back thinking, the way everybody just thought they had authority over other people's lives during COVID and stuff. We were like,
what?
It was
We let
crazy.
people stop us doing what?
I feel like those 2 years of life were just like a fucking mirage.
Yeah, they
or
were.
like,
a blur.
They
it
were.
was like a movie. How did we go through that?
And people were just so obviously angry at things that was happening in their lives that they just projected it onto
Yeah.
everyone
Oh,
else.
100%.
It was just
yeah.
such an angry couple of years.
100%.
Can I ask how many times do you have to or do you upload onto OnlyFans?
So I tend
And
to
do the things like, is there like a grid? Is it like an Instagram
yeah,
grid?
it's kind of like the best one I can explain it as to or compare to is Facebook.
Oh.
So like you have your wall and then you have like your private messages. So
Okay.
I try to upload every day, but like if I'm going through something or feeling something, like I mightn't upload for a few days, and like my subs are always okay with that. But I try to upload at least once a day. And then you have private messages that obviously you can send like more explicit content for like a
More money.
price.
Yeah, they
Um,
pay for that then, do they? Yeah, they
yeah.
pay more for that.
Yeah, so I try to film like one new video for private messages a week, but you can actually just resend all videos in like packages and bundles as well.
Oh.
So yeah, it works pretty well.
Yeah. Do you ever meet people in person who are like, I'm one of your subscribers?
Yes, once once. It's just come
How
to me.
does that feel?
Does that feel weird?
I feel like then it becomes real that people are watching that, isn't it?
Real
Like,
people.
Yeah.
There was this guy, we were in the Weavers in Drogheda, and he came up, he was like, can I get a picture? I was like, yeah. And I was with my cousin and her boyfriend is so protective about me on nights out, because obviously you know people coming up.
Yeah.
Like he always is like, you don't know their intentions.
No, you
So
don't. Yeah.
basically this guy come up and he was like, oh, I subbed to your OF, like I love you. And he was like, okay, go.
Oh.
Leave her alone.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I was like, no, I don't mind it so much. Like at the end of the day, they're paying me. So
Yeah.
you have to be
And
careful.
are majority of your subscribers Irish?
No.
No?
A large amount are American
Okay.
and UK. I'd have kind of a very mixed
All over.
yeah, there'd be from a lot of places, because I had a TikTok. The one that got 1.2 million, that TikTok, every video I posted went viral in America.
Oh.
So that brought in quite a lot of
Wow.
American subs. But obviously I have a heavy amount of Irish people too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being based obviously now in Turkey,
Mhm.
does that affect anything at all? No.
No, I
No.
kind of just keep it really separate from my private life, and it's like work and home.
Why
you know?
Turkey actually? Why did you decide to live there?
I just went to Turkey. So I used to go to Turkey with my family, and
fab.
I just loved it. Like we always loved it. And then I went over on holidays, and I just guess I never came home because number one, it's so cheap. The cost
Yeah.
of living is so
We couldn't
cheap.
believe it when we were over there.
Yeah.
We were buying meals for like €4.
Yeah.
For the two of us
Yeah,
together.
It's
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
crazy cheap cost of living. Property prices are crazy cheap, and they're like, say what I bought my house for right now, it's worth double that.
Wow.
So it's like, for me, it was just like, I'm young, I want to live in the sun. Spain is quite expensive. Like Spain is quite expensive.
It is. It's
Pretty
getting
like
there.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
So it's like, right, I'm young, I want to like live cheap, I want to be able to save. So Turkey just felt like the right thing, I suppose.
And you met your boyfriend then when
Yeah.
you were already living there?
When I was already living there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
how
was
long are you together?
2 years. 2 years, yeah.
And how does
And up
he
and
feel
down
about,
2 years.
Yeah, actually, how
How
is
does
he
he
with
feel about
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans?
He's never had an issue with it, never.
Okay.
Which I thought that it would be an issue, obviously, because Turkey, like OF and stuff, it wouldn't be as open as here. But
No.
he's never had an issue with it because it's just kept very much separate from our relationship.
You don't do it together. No.
No, we do sometimes.
sometimes,
But
okay.
it's like, how do I explain it? I wouldn't come down and be like, look what this person messaged me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh no, yeah.
I keep it pretty separate.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't
like,
ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
Film the odd thing, and that's
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah. And you've been really open about surgery.
Yeah.
You've had. Do you think OnlyFans?
The three of us are
Like-
sitting here with our turkey.
Do you think OnlyFans like influence you to want surgery, or like is it something you always wanted anyway?
So from as young as I can remember, I was searching BBLs. Like,
I was searching boob.
yeah, my
Yeah.
boobs not so much. OnlyFans maybe had more of a
Influence on that.
on that. But BBL was something that I wanted from as young as I can remember, because I was always super scrawny. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I always felt like I just want a bum. Like that's all I want in the whole
Yeah.
world. So I was always searching BBL. So it's definitely BBL is something I've always wanted.
Yeah.
Boobs, I think more OnlyFans influenced.
Okay. Because you felt like you'd be get more subscribers because
I think it was just like, all the other girls have them, I better get them.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
kind of thing, which like I probably didn't need them, but it's not going to harm me my job either. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
gonna help regardless.
gonna add.
Did I see? Did you have your BBL redone?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Don't
Don't
mind
you
me
need a
asking.
few though, or
Do you
something for
need-
every?
No, I
Is
got
it-
botched.
Oh.
Botched, girls. Like, I mean,
So-
this implant, you could flip it around inside of my bum.
Oh.
Yeah, it
What
was
does that
crazy.
feel like to sit
Yeah.
on?
I'd be on
Does
the
it
back.
feel weird to sit
No,
on it? No.
I can't even feel it.
Can you not?
No.
So is there still an implant in there?
Yeah. But new one.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so not
My
yeah.
original ones, I'd be on the back of my boyfriend's motorbike, right?
Flipping around,
I
it's
swear.
fine.
And I'd get off the motorbike and my implant would be flipped around. I'm not even joking.
Is it like
Oh.
the flat part? Like,
Yeah, the flat part.
Wait,
and
where?
It would be
What
sticking
do
out
you
my
mean?
bum.
Like
Because
there's like a flat part and a curve.
it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like the boob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the back of it would be.
So you'd be like that?
Yeah. So they obviously put it on top of my muscle, which they advised
meant
not
to
to
do.
do.
Right.
And yeah, I had to get it redone because like one side was up here, the other side was down here. Now I hit it pretty well, but I got it redone then. Now it's great. Now it's
Okay,
perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
But some
did you get it
people-
redone in
yeah.
the same place?
No.
Oh,
No.
right.
God, no. I got
Okay.
it done first in Turkey. I didn't research it. I just rushed into it, got
Right.
money and was like, this is something I've always wanted. Really silly decision, girls, if you're getting any surgery.
Look into
Anyone
it.
that's
Yeah,
watching it, look
yeah.
into
We
it.
always say that. Yeah.
Now I got it redone by Doctors Lanny in Spain.
Okay.
So he's like, I think he's a bit controversial. Like
Oh,
different
really?
people have different opinions on him, but I always
Yeah.
liked his work. So
Yeah.
And is it sore? Is it like what's that pain like
Oh.
afterwards?
the first, so I got it done and then I got it reversed. And then I got it done. Then
So
like
you
a-
need 3 surgeries?
three.
Yeah.
I got
Done,
it done,
taken
reversed,
out.
and done again. The first two were not that bad. The last one, oh my God, girls.
Why?
Like
Is that because it was probably done properly?
because it was done properly
Yeah.
and Dr. Zalani cuts your muscle open and puts it inside your muscle and stitches you up. So I was on morphine for like the 3 weeks I was in Spain. I actually had to leave the morphine in Spain because I was like, I'm going to become reliant on
Yeah,
these. I was in that much pain. Like I was screaming as if I was giving birth. Like it was so bad.
Just lying there, not even moving.
So bad.
I remember
really
you put
painful.
loads of videos and you had your little, what are they called? Your drains. hanging
Oh,
out
hanging out.
in like a little bag.
Yeah.
You're just doing like, oh,
And you have to stay in your front, do you? Like,
Yeah, well, I'm pretty bad at any type of aftercare after surgery.
Have any advice?
I am. So I did it for like 4 weeks. You're meant to do it for like 6. So I did it for like 4 weeks, and then my little kind of scar wasn't closing properly. So they were like, okay, stop wearing the faja because we think the pressure
is
is.
that tight
The
thing?
tight garment, yeah.
They thought that might have been pulling it apart. So I stopped wearing the faja, and then that was it. I flew to Dubai and everything. Like, I'm so bad.
Where are the scars for BBL? Actually, never even
So
thought of
it's
that.
like the very top of your bum crack.
No way.
Yeah, but mine is a bit more obvious. Like you can see it because I got the botched surgery.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still like it just looks like your bum crack from far away. You
So
know?
it's covered when you're wearing a bikini and
yeah,
stuff like that.
and then you have little kind of marks here, 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 and here, little dots, but they go after like 6 months.
Were you worried about because obviously BBL is like a big risk of
Yeah.
dying, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Were
no.
you scared? No.
No, I'm the type of person, this is going to sound so silly, but I just can't think about those things. If I do, I'll never do anything in my life.
Exactly, yeah.
And
You hold
Across
yourself
the
back.
road. Yeah, yeah.
I knew that there's like a serious risk, but I'm kind of naive, I guess, to things, and I'll just go into them and be like, no, not me, which I guess is probably a bad thing, but hey, I'm still here now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
Yeah. I can't believe that implant was flipping. I had that image of it in my head.
No, it was so bad. Like, just, I'd be
And did
walking
you
down
have
the
to
road.
move it back?
I'd have to stand
feel
inside
like?
the street, like, grabbing my bum, like, trying to move the implant around. It was
And would
so
it just be one of them like at a time?
No, it could be both of them, Charlene. Like, would be have like a big flat.
Oh, I can't think
Yeah,
that
it was
word.
so bad. But it's funny now looking back at it. I'm like, only me. That could only happen to me.
I think can't boobs flip, but I think they don't. You wouldn't notice if it flips or something because it's all
They
the
can
same.
rupture.
Am I right? Sam?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you get a teardrop shape, they can flip and they can be like the opposite way around. So like teardrop at the end of it. Like yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Any other surgeries planned, or is that
No, I want to get a lift because I have like quite, like my genes, we all have quite low
boobs?
boobs.
Yeah.
and
That's
we
what
all
I
have
was like
very
that as well.
big nipples, like pepperoni nipples, right? Which I'm fine with that. Like, you know, everyone has different bodies,
Yeah.
but I definitely do want to get a lift, but I don't want to get it done too young because the scarring is quite
Yeah.
severe from it. So
Yeah.
it's not something that I need done right now, but I probably will in the future at some point.
It's that like anchor scar.
That was what he said.
cute.
Yeah, it's the one that
I'll have
kinda
to
goes
get a
around.
lift, Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to get a lift in like 10 years, I think he said, or 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you said, didn't you?
They
After
didn't want to
kids.
do it on me now. I actually went in and asked for it, but they were like, the scarring is like pretty bad for
Yeah.
a young person. Like,
They don't like doing it.
yeah, they don't
Yeah.
like doing it
Yeah.
on young people.
Do
Yeah.
you get much backlash on TikTok for surgery? Was
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is so funny to me because people always say we have no issue with plastic surgery as long as people are open about it and not.
And then when you're
threatening.
open,
then when
yeah.
you're open, it's like you're plastic, you're fake, you're this, you're that. I don't care at the end of the day. Like, calling me plastic doesn't bother me at all.
It's your
but
body, like.
Yeah, it's kind of just the way people think they can have an opinion on what other people do with their body. It's like, it's none of your business. It's not affecting you. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not even hurting myself.
Why is that bothering them so much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people, I think it's more just wanting to have something to say. I don't think they actually have an issue with
I
me
think
having surgery.
the issue is that they would like something done and they don't have the courage to do it. Then when someone else is doing it, they're like, fuck her, and they're nice.
That's definitely
I think a little bit is.
Yeah, 100%.
So we do a segment in the podcast where we give advice.
Okay.
We're going to keep you here for that.
Yeah.
To give some advice.
We're not very good at it now, and we say that we're
No,
Bible.
we are. We've gotten good.
We're getting better. but
We're
like,
getting
we
there.
don't take our own advice. I don't know who we
I'm
are
the
giving
same.
it. Like,
I'm the same.
Okay. So first one is, hi girls, I've only gotten out of a 3-year relationship and I really need some help on how to find myself. I've always needed reassurance from boys to feel good in myself ever since I was younger, but I don't want to give men any attention at the moment for obvious reasons. Do you girls have any tips on how to focus on yourself and love yourself again after a breakup? Love the pod. Me and the girls listen religiously.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Do you ever go through a breakup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would say you need to learn to love yourself. You need to learn to be alone. But there's nothing wrong about being alone. I think being able to be alone is one of the biggest attributes you can have as a person.
And be strong, yeah.
Yeah, and be strong alone. So I guess just going out doing things by yourself that maybe you would have normally done with a boyfriend. A lot of self-care, a lot of, get your hair done, get your makeup done. Even if you don't feel like it, get up and do it for you. I think it's a long process, but making little everyday changes, instead of lying in bed and being upset all day, get up, do something productive, do your makeup, and eventually over time I think it just comes. I don't think anybody can tell you how to love yourself. I think it's something that you will learn in time.
Yeah. It's not something that you can just flip a switch on and it automatically happens.
100% not.
I always feel best when I do little things for myself like that, make my bed, clean my room.
Yeah.
But respect yourself in a way. It's put make yourself a nice little
putting time into your
meal or something. Yeah. Because then you start to respect yourself and then you know your boundaries of what you'll accept and not accept next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you realise your worth kind of over time.
And if you don't, what's that quote? If you don't love yourself, how is anyone
No one else will love you, yeah.
I say that about my Instagram pictures.
Do you?
Yeah,
you like your
I
own
like my own
pictures?
Instagram pictures. Everyone's like, what? I'm like, if I don't like them, nobody else will
That's
like
such a good mindset though. I love that.
listen,
I think as well being with your friends is a big one.
Yeah, massive.
And putting time into them and putting time into other relationships that you would have put into a boyfriend.
Yes.
And then once you build that solid foundation, someone might come along when you're already happy in yourself.
Yeah.
At least expecting it.
Yeah.
The next one is, so I was seeing a guy last year just riding and he ended up telling me he liked me, but I didn't at the time, so I turned him down. Fast forward a year and we ended up with each other again for one night and I realised I had feelings for him, but he said he just wants to be friends, which I accepted. But now he still contacts me every time he wants a ride. Am I just being walked all over?
Oh, that's a tough
It was like
one.
they switched roles. She just wanted the ride at the beginning and now he just wants the ride.
I know,
He liked her. She didn't like him.
You're only being walked all over if you
allow it.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
For me, I think so many girls will continue sleeping with a guy hoping maybe one day he'll want to.
This is actually a male, guys.
Oh,
yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, a male.
Is it?
Yeah. So men do it too.
Men
We're all
do,
but they do, don't
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
done that.
Do you think they think you can kind of change their
You
mind?
think you can win someone
Yeah,
over
you
it?
can change their mind. For me, well, if you want to do it, do it. At the end of the day, who cares? But if you think that there's a chance that you might come out of it getting hurt, I feel like you should always trust your gut. Trust your gut instinct. If your gut instinct is telling you that he's using you for that, then it's probably right.
Yeah.
That would be my advice. But at the same time, if you're enjoying it,
If you're benefiting as well.
You just tell the gut to shut up.
Yeah.
I do that
Shut up
sometimes.
for a
I'm
while,
like,
will you?
shh.
Yeah. I didn't
I'm
hear
having
you.
fun.
Yeah, I didn't hear you.
I think just be careful of your feelings. If it starts to get in your head on a normal day, you start kind of thinking about it. It's that's when you can get a shag somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do it with someone who you like.
You can get a shag off somebody who will not like you back, but will have feelings for you.
Yeah.
As well. He's saying he doesn't.
And
Sex is better with feelings, though, isn't it?
it's also you don't want to waste too much time on the wrong person, because there's probably someone out there that would love to have a shag with you.
Yeah.
Okay, last one is, I broke up with my boyfriend of 2 years 5 months ago and I moved on pretty quick, but I think that was because I was used to having someone there. That's over now. I want my ex back. I don't know if it's because he was my safety person or if I actually think there's still something there. I think he also got over me. What should I do? This happened to me before when I was younger. Yeah, so I moved on quite quick. He loved me, so I was like, yeah, fuck, I'll move on. And then when that ended, I was like, do I miss him? Or am I just bored?
I think it's just
And I
your
think
head telling
you're
you
just
things,
bored.
like,
Yeah, it's boredom.
You're bored. You're like, fuck, I've no one there. Like
He's
to-
easy. I've been with him before.
Yeah, and you're also
Yeah.
you're probably not really healed from your feelings if you move on
with
quick.
him, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you move on quick, and then it's over. You're
You
like,
don't have to like reintroduce yourself. You don't have to do all the small bits
Yeah.
that you do with a brand new person. It's
Yeah,
easy to go back to
exactly.
kind of-
yeah.
Exactly.
Like I remember texting him. I was like, miss you. And he was like, what? I was like, months later.
It's like, who's this?
I was like, would you like to meet up? He's like, no.
I've done that so many times. We all do that, don't
yeah,
we?
yeah. Like you do sometimes.
No, I didn't miss him at all.
No.
I just
Was
You miss the
bored.
company,
I wanted
yeah.
attention. Like,
Yeah.
and it's just someone there.
I think some people are just like relationship people and some people aren't. I think I'm very much a relationship
Yeah.
person. I feel
Yeah.
like I always kind of have to have someone there.
too.
So maybe she's kind of like that and
Yeah,
needs someone around all the
Yeah.
time.
I think give it time and see if you still feel like that.
Yeah.
Don't
That
do what
might-
I
yeah,
do.
don't
The
act
day
on it
ended,
immediately.
miss
Yeah.
you.
That might wear off. Like,
Yeah, I think as well. But sometimes I think that you might actually want them back. Because say if you got treated badly by the person you're seeing,
It might make you see.
you're like, oh, he was
Yeah.
actually really nice.
Yeah.
So I let something good go.
Yeah.
Or like I lost something good.
Oh my God, I'm just remembering, I was with this guy, right, for 3 years. He was my first ever relationship. And I'd done exactly what she done. I broke up with him, rushed into another one. And then I broke up with the other guy and I got my friend to text him and be like, oh, like Neve misses you or whatever. And he aired it. He just aired it. I was like, so yeah, don't act on it straight
Don't
away.
act on it
straight away. No,
Because it can change.
because your feelings might
Yeah.
change. Yeah.
And I didn't miss him either. I just wanted a boyfriend. Like,
Really?
it was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
that simple. Because I'm a relationship girl. I
Yeah.
don't like being
Yeah.
alone. So
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like that. But she'll have a day of realization one day and wake up and be like, what the fuck was it?
Yeah. I think so
You
too.
never know. Or
Yeah.
just give
I
it
think-
time. If he does come back into your life, well then,
He's meant to be.
yeah.
Even write a list of why do you miss him, and if the only thing is because you want to fell out in a shag, then that's not the right reason.
yeah.
But if it is that you realised something
yeah.
different, then maybe text him. Just
Right.
don't text him. Say, "Oh, I actually got cringe on myself." Like,
You're the
ew,
ick.
I'm the ick.
You're
And
the
it was
ick.
like months later, like, and I genuinely just like, I don't know. I think I just wanted some drama, like,
Yeah.
I just wanted a bit of like spice,
Wanted to
like,
stir it
yeah.
up a bit.
Just want to see what you'd say, like,
God.
oh, never again. That was it. That's our dilemmas, and that was Neve. Thank
Thank
you
you
so much for
coming
coming
on.
on.
for
You
having
Is there
me.
anything you want to say to leave
No.
off on?
want to give your socials? Even though your
my
TikTok always
socials-
gets deleted.
My TikTok's like Kneevo back up too, I think. And my Instagram is Kneevo. So
Kneevo.
there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
So, Sip or Skip is where we pick a topic based on the week's episode. If we sip, it means we agree. If we skip, we disagree.
Mhm.
And this week's topic is
We're gonna say, could you be in a relationship with somebody who has either created an OnlyFans while you were together or like had one?
so sip means you would. Skip,
Yeah.
you wouldn't. I would like to think I'd be okay with it, but I don't think I would be.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I'm quite a, I
In an
think-
ideal world, you'd
Yeah.
love- yeah.
I think I'm quite a jealous person. Like,
Oh, I am definitely.
I think I'd find it easier if they already had it and then I met them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I'd be like, I'd know what I can get myself into. Whereas if I'm with them
and then
and they all of a
make
sudden
it.
want to make it, I'm like,
yeah.
is it maybe something did I do something? Like,
Yeah. Am I not
I'd start kind of
not good enough? But like, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't know until it's one of the things you wouldn't know until you're in the situation
Right, yeah.
properly.
I think I'd sway more towards if they already had it and then I got with them because, like you said, you're knowing
Yeah.
what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah,
kind
of
of thing.
course.
So
But I think anyone that has OnlyFans is completely understanding of that. People,
yeah,
mightn't
of people
agree.
who don't. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
might
yeah.
not agree. Like, I agree with OnlyFans, obviously, and support
Of
it fully.
course, yeah.
But I don't know. Is it because I want something like I want it to be just mine? Does that
Yeah.
make sense? Is that what it is?
You
Like,
selfish little girl.
just for me. You're really it's just for me to see. Don't be showing to anyone else.
But no, I think the same as you.
Yeah.
If they already had it and then
Yeah.
I got with them because I knew what it
Yeah, because then I'm like, I knew that second I started
was.
talking.
I know that they
But
have
I wonder, does that happen? And then people go in thinking they'll be okay with it because they start off talking to
then
them with
they're
no
not.
feelings, and then they're not.
it.
Because it's like with Sneaky Link, you think, oh yeah, I can check someone and not have any feelings. But then once you get feelings, everything changes. Like,
Definitely, yeah.
fuck feelings.
Fuck them.
But yeah, I would say skip.
I'm gonna skip what if they made it while they were with me. But
Yeah.
I'll sip then if they had it before and then I got with them because it was obviously something I didn't care about.
Know about, yeah.
But like you said, it's something that you'd only have to. You have to
be in the situation.
Yeah, be in the situation to actually know what to do.
And I'd like to think that I would try if I was with someone.
I would try to understand it. And,
and if I was with them and they wanted, I'd be like, right, I'll see how it goes. But if I'm not comfortable, I'm gonna have to dip.
Yes.
So I'm gonna half and half.
Half and half. Yeah. Okay.
And that was this week's episode.
That was us.
That was fun.
We hope you enjoyed it.
I feel like I learned a lot from Neve.
Yeah. I like about her.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I hope you enjoyed the little live show talk. We promise next time you'll all get to go.
Yay.
And we'll have a ball.
We'll let you know more about that when we're able to.
When we know,
Yeah, hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. And huge thank you to Pennies, as always.
And hopefully we'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah,
at Electric Picnic. We'll meet somebody's there. I wonder what the stage all looks like.
I know.
Is it a stage? I keep thinking
because it's outside.
I have this image of us like standing on the grass, just holding microphones, like busking or something. That's what I have this image of. Are we on a stage? I'm walking the day. We might just do an hour slot of singing trad tunes.
We should.
Fuck the podcast.
We'd be brilliant.
Love you. No, we'll just do trad tunes.
We'll definitely have to.
I can play the tin, or no, I can play the triangle.
Oh yeah, that's good. And I'll do a tambourine or something.
Ding, ding. Yeah. What else? The sponge.
The sponge.
If anyone can play the sponge, we'll hire you.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully there is a stage because
There is. Don't be silly.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I just keep imagining us in a tent on the grass. I don't know why.
We'll see when we get there.
I think I went to EP one year. There was some festival and there was a stage where people were talking and I went and I was just tumbling around the place. I was so drunk. It was the first stage I seen and I just sat down and just, I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Just throwing yourself around the place.
Yeah. So if we see a few of them, I'll be like, that was me.
It's fine. Yeah, fine.
But yeah.
We hope you all enjoyed and we will chat to you all
next week.
Yeah.
We love you.
Bye. Love
you.
Subscribe to this podcast for free on the GoLoud app.